Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman, Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Washington State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Guys, every now and then you can take the emotion of rivalries for granted, but last year when the Huskies and Cougars got together, that was as dramatic as anything you could think of, a cathartic win for the Cougs, who sent UW off with an L.
This is a tremendous rivalry, the Apple Cup, and it looks a little bit different now that they're no longer conference opponents, but that doesn't mean they don't like each other any less, David. These two teams go at it. The fan bases dislike each other enormously, and we're expecting a great...
Turning it on! And he runs it in for the score! Touchdown, Cougar!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Washington's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Williams looking for a man. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The safeties are using the quarterbacks on defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wazoo!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. Flips it out to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wide out. A strike downfield. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that.
Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
How in the world did he miss that? They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, he's going to let it go. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. We got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Going to swing it on second down. Wide open downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. High the chains now on second and long. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that. Oh, the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39. And a nice pick up there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative play.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Evans. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Using his feet to buy time. Makes the catch. It's Boston. Open space at the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too, on that last.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away.
Touchdown, Huskies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Slams it ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years, but this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
Really nice pickup on
by the way, I know that commentators are saying they're not in the same conference, and our thing, yes, they are, just because of the game.
Wants to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage.
Actually, in our game, they're in the same division. That's why in our game, they're in the same division.
This offense knew coming into this game, they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Apparently not tempted to kick the 45-yard field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and short. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Finds his target down the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back to quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This game as we open the second period, and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quarterback on the keeper. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. 4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get
going for it all. Hits him in stride of the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2. Here we go, here we go. Now the play fake. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Rides to back and leaves it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll go to the ground. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Williams looking for a man. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to his running back.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back who caught the swing pass there in the right perimeter.
Unleashes one deep. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. After the run, now to throw. Connection to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Washington State going back to work on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll ride the hot hand. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete to the left, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Williams will pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires it incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Makes the catch. It's Meredith. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and fires complete to the line. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Washington State has it all working right now. He'll do it himself, finding open areas. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The tackle is made, but he's got him first and goal from the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. 3rd and goal for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one is perfect. The lead up to 5 in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking to scramble. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Got it set up on the outside. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw again. With the catch, it's Freeman.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that.
Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
That can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as a kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Williams will pass. He lets one fly deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. A lot of intrigue with this second half still to come as we send things back to the Evergreen State.
We'll kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams looking for a man. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. To the air on 2nd down. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. Inside the 40. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Now on 2nd down. Floating away. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Quarterback extends the play. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Snapped it in the shotgun. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. 22. The play action fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pressure coming. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback now breaking the field. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Going deep. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the big play starts with the protection up front. This takes a long time to develop. He's going to start all the way on the right side, run all the way across the field, so you got to have protection. He hangs in there, throws the football perfectly. The big play, the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll keep it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Washington State sends out the punt unit.
Number 98 on to kick it away.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
You're playing, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success. We got
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Washington State under the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds a tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very...
There he goes. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Snags it quickly on the left. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Cougars come to new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Look out, he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Cougars are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go?
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The handoff to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Can't get him to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive linemen to
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They they've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pick up the 1st down. Quick release by the QB. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak. Washington State ready to go with another 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. But so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Williams will pass. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Boston. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They just keep firing. Looking for the end zone. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
It Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Ellison. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The toss to the outside. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. They bring the punter onto the field now. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Finds his back in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Williams looking for a man. He tries to take the top off. Snatches it on the right. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Try to get it to the edge. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Williams will pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. The Huskies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Throwing right. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Forced out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams looking for a man. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No special teams unit headed to the field again. They'll go for it for a 7th time. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
on the play.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. They'll run the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a...
He wants to take the top off. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll run play action. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Washington, 51.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout and put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll go right back to him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. 5 might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. To the ground and try to pick up the 1st. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Their guys holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He splits the uprights. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Dropping back, it's Horton. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Tonight, Couganet will carry an entirely different connotation. It stands for taking down your rival as Wazoo wins the Apple Cup. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game?